but this one says TGIF This Grandma is Fabulous, which reminds me, today I posted a link and a video, and we're releasing, well, Chalkology is releasing a mini Celebration Suites catalog. And what that means is they're releasing something, I believe, 24 new transfers. It's kind of a mini release in between our two major catalogs, because obviously we've already released our spring summer catalog, and then in July, I believe, don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure, but then it will be time to release the fall and winter transfers, which I'm super excited for already. So if you haven't gone to check it out, definitely go check it out. There are a lot of amazing transfers, and the one that this reminded me of, just because of the fabulous, is there's a transfer that is, I think, B-sized. So, and it says, whatever, I'm still fabulous, and just the sass, and so I'm going to cry if I can't get that tomorrow, because our new catalog releases tomorrow, April 15th at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is noon here in Nova Scotia. So if you want to get in on a couple of deals, definitely join my VIP group, because again, I posted a couple of deals in there for orders that are placed tomorrow. So yeah, go do that. Let's get started. I thought today I'd do something really fun beyond just the transfer, but I am going to put the transfer down first. So, and again, because this is fabric, I don't have to worry about fuzzing. Okay, I'm going to line it up with the neck hole so it's perfectly, I'm just going to lower it just a tad so it's perfectly even, except, okay, and then I'm just going to press all around, because I want to make sure that obviously everything is going to be pressed down all around the transfer, the silk screen, so that nothing leaks through. We'll just make sure that that's done. And I'm going to do a little fun experiment that I thought would be really cool to do. So we all know I have this really light blue called Ocean Mist. It's our Chalkology Ink. And I kind of want to darken it up a bit. So if you know how to mix, or you can Google how to mix colors, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to use one of our color paste trays, which are really great. They come in a package of 24. I honestly don't think I'm going to use all 24 at one time, but I don't know, maybe I'm going to get ambitious someday. But they're really easy to clean, and they allow you to mix our pastes and inks without any hassle. So I am going to mix this Ocean Mist Blue with our Black Velvet Black, and I might even throw in a little bit of our Shimmer Silver, because I'm planning to do the TGIF This Grandma is with just a tiny bit of that shimmer, and I might decide not to do it if I really like this color, but I'm definitely going to go all out with mixing in a ton of Shimmer Silver for that fabulous, just because fabulous just screams shimmery or pink, but I'm not a big fan of pink, so shimmer it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open my thing, and I'm going to grab some of this ink. If you don't use it all, that's fine, just put it in a container, preferably as airtight as you can get it, and then I'm just going to stick that in there just in case I need to add some more. And again, the stir sticks come in a pack of 12, and they're really cost efficient. And then I'm gonna grab some of this black, and before I even mix it in, oops, I am going, before I mix that silver in, I am going to mix this together till I get it to a color that I like. And this blue might be a little light, so I might have to add more because that kind of turned it into a grayish. So let's add some more blue. And you know what? I might get a little bit crazy and add in a little bit of green. Because why not? I'm just gonna turn into an ink experimenter. Honestly, that's all you really can do. You can play around and have some fun with it. Because it's not gonna hurt anything. Although obviously be happy with your color before you put it down, because I did show, because I did make that shirt, the adulting shirt, where I wasn't quite happy with that green because it didn't quite, it was a little too dark for the shirt, so I mixed it. I put the transfer back over top of it and then did I put white over top of it just because that made a nice cool green. Actually, I really like that. So, not sure if you can see, but it kind of made a nice little green. And again, I might just add a little bit more blue because I'm just determined to get a bluish color. And again, it might be a time when you need to know when to quit. But I do have a container for this. I'm going to put whatever I don't use so that I'm not being wasteful. Okay. I think I'm going to be happy with this. It's a little bit different than what I envisioned, but you know what? I think it's still going to look cool. I'm just going to make sure that the main part is well blended so that I do get, I don't get streaks. So this is a little bit different than what I was originally going to do, but I think it looks really, really cool. It's like a really cool looking green. And now I've got paste all over my hands, or ink. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I'm talking about today apparently. Okay, I'm just gonna get some of that paste off, and then I'm gonna take out my stir sticks and put covers on everything so I don't get ink everywhere, because that would not go good with a white shirt. Just give me 1 second and then we'll be ready to go. And I just realized I'm gonna have to clean off 2 of the stir sticks because I do want to get in the silver. And then I need to, actually I can do 1. No, I want to do 2 because I am gonna add in more silver for that fabulous. So I just want to make sure that I have that on hand. But simple as pie, just take some water to your stir stick, make sure you get all the ink off of it, and then dry it, and it's good to go. interested to see if this affects the color or how it affects the color. Hold on, we're having some there we go. I need to stop tightening these, but at the same time, it's better than having an accident. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit in first and then I'm gonna wipe it off because I did get it on some of the edge. I did get some of the color and I don't want to mix, obviously don't want to mix my, okay, I think I'm gonna have to add in more than that because it kind of disappeared. And like I said, just keep adding until you're happy with the effect. Make sure you are fully happy with the color, otherwise obviously you can cover up any mistakes or cover over anything you want to, but it's always better to try and get it right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the silver is kind of hidden, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too loud for the majority. And then what I might do, oh my goodness, I'm getting ink everywhere. And again, make sure you wipe off all the ink before you start working on your project, or at least the majority, because you do not want your ink getting on your shirt, especially a white one. That's going to show up really, really easy. Okay, so just gonna take some of my color, squeegee it on, and the silver really comes through when you're squeegeeing it on. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm just gonna squeegee, and then I'm gonna do a really thin layer over the transfer, the silk screen, because you don't want it to be too thick, otherwise it takes forever to dry and it's gonna potentially leak, and we don't want that because that just does not look good. You want a crisp line. Okay. I think just run this over a couple times, but there we go. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little crazy thing. So I'm gonna take this color and I am gonna go over that fabulous. And then what I'm gonna do is squeegee up as much as possible. Okay, so I've got that done. Now what I'm gonna do, hold on, is I'm gonna take a little bit of that silver and try and keep it minimum because you don't want to waste it, and just go over the fabulous again with that silver. You want to try and make the least amount of passes over it so that you're not wiping away that top layer. I'm just gonna go over that a couple times, and then again, not gonna stick what little remains back in because we don't want to dilute that silver. And let's pull it up and see what it looks like. And you always pull from the edges, not the corner. The corner is just to kind of get it started, but you really want to pull from the edges so you don't stretch your transfer. And it keeps from leaking so much. I'm just gonna stick this in my bowl of water and let's show this off. So when this dries, I might go over it again with that silver, just because it didn't come through as much as I wanted. But here is what it looks like right now. And again, I think I'll go over that Fabulous because the sparkle didn't come through as much as I wanted. But easy enough to fix, even with ink. So I'm just gonna let that set for 24 hours and do some cleanup, which all that's gonna involve is taking everything I used and putting it, well, in the case of the ink, I'll put it in a container. In the case of everything else, it's just a matter of wiping. I like to put it under a running sink. You don't have to. You can just put it into like a bowl like I've got there, although it might be better if you've got some more room to work with. And then just rub the ink off. Some colors stain, the red really stains, so you're not getting that off. So it'll potentially leave a stain, but as long as there's not ink stuck or paste stuck into the transfer, then you are all good to go. So yeah, I think that turned out good. I actually really like that green. I'm glad I made up as much as I did, because now I can keep it. But yeah, so that's kind of my experiment with mixing ink. You can do the same with paste, although again, try and get any excess you don't use into a container with a lid so that you're going to keep it from drying out. But even if it does dry out, then it's just a matter of squirting some water in, mixing it around until it gets to that yogurty consistency. But yeah, so I will let you go. I hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, and let me know if you have any questions about chocolate. Bye!